Hey, what is happening, everybody? This is Gemmy Bones, back at it again with another video, and today what I'm going to be reviewing for you all is going to be another inflatable review. This is a review over the 5-foot LED color-changing campfire ghost that's sold at home, made by Airflowz. Now, what I think dragged me mostly to this inflatable, and before I even start to explain that, I wanted to explain the fact that, you know, I'm not really big on cutesy inflatables. If I'm gonna get me an inflatable, I usually want something unique, kind of more scary, similar to like the animated Phantom Girl or the clown that they had last year with the big huge hammer that said Happy Halloween on it. Things that are a little more out there instead of something small and cutesy that, you know, maybe like a mom might put in front of her house. But that does not mean that some of these inflatables that are more cutesy aren't cool, and this is a good example. Now, At Home has been doing pretty dang good at getting a good lineup of inflatables here lately, especially this year. I think this year At Home probably had their best lineup so far, and while they're definitely not Gemmy and they're definitely not the king, I definitely think that some of these inflatables deserve a fair share on the internet and deserve to get a little bit of a video of their own. And this one is a good example, along with the Reaper and the Cemetery Archway, which I also have, which I will also be reviewing for you all very soon. Now, again, this inflatable is pretty cool. I believe the price was around 50 bucks, and for good reason, because honestly, I think what drew me so much to this inflatable, while it is cutesy, I think just the overall feeling it gave me this like mild nostalgic feeling of what Halloween is. And the reason for that is because these three little ghosts all are very nostalgic feeling. They all look classic, and not to mention they're gathered around a campfire, and also, if you see in his hand there, it says Ghost Stories in his hand, which, you know, you just can't beat that. And I thought that also the color-changing LEDs were also a really cool touch to the inflatable itself. And when I say color-changing LEDs, the small ghosts, I believe, keep the same color, but the one there in the center has a color changing. It's not short circuit, but their LEDs flash slowly and fade out into different colors, and I thought that just looked cool. So all the colors that they bring to the table just also livens up your display very well. Now, again, I'm not a big fan of these cutesy things, but I thought this, for being one of those small cutesy inflatables, was actually a really cool small idea on Airflowz's behalf. Now, again, I know these are Airflowz, they're not Gemmy. Gemmy will always reign superior and be the king of inflatables, but Airflowz has definitely stepped up its game in providing better and finer kind of ideas and characters to their inflatable lineups. I am very impressed this year, and I went to At Home and I just knew I had to get these little guys just because of the nostalgia that they bring and the feeling that they give all around. So I thought, why not go ahead and just bust this open for you all and show you all what these little guys are like and what they look like in the dark and in the light. So without any further ado, let's get into this review and let's get into the video. Okay, so while the little ghosts are laid out here on the floor, I thought I would just kind of share with you all what comes with this. These are your typical plastic stakes. Now, I actually am kind of a fan of the ones that are kind of like this. I've told you all in the one video with the Grim Reaper, or the Reaper over the tombstone, that these are the kind of stakes that I actually don't mind if they are plastic, because I've never had a big problem. These type of stakes usually have like a nice grip on pretty much all the strings, and I know a lot of the inflatables that come in from Amazon also have this, because I've gotten a couple inflatables from Amazon that I thought were really cool, and they had very similar stakes, which I absolutely adored. So this is kind of a plus. The strings are in there as well, and that's pretty much all that comes with it, besides the instructions itself. And as you can see, this is definitely made by Airflowz, and it has just basic safety information and what other types of, I guess you could say, information you need to know about the inflatable when operating an electrical, I guess, outdoor display inflatable. But I thought I would just go ahead and hook these guys up. As you can see, just like every other kind of Airflowz inflatable, these inflatables have this small but yet very cheap fan to them, very similar to what Gemmy also puts out. A lot of the inflatables from Amazon also have these. I don't think there's one Amazon inflatable that doesn't have one of these, but besides that, it would work for something like this, considering the fact that they're only 5 foot tall and they're so small. So without any further ado, I thought we would go ahead and inflate this guy. As you can see over there, the cord is already set up for you once you already pull them out. You don't have to do any maintenance or anything like that, so it's ready to go. It just has a twist tie around it, and all you gotta do is untie it and then go ahead and plug it up. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get these little guys on the run, and I will show you all what they look like inflated. So let's get into it. So as y'all can see, it probably only took maybe about 30 seconds or less for these little guys to inflate. I really love the design. I love the overall look of this inflatable. I think that this inflatable was definitely a good option on behalf of Airflowz and their choice to make this. I love the nostalgic feeling it gives, and I absolutely love the overall look that it has. I think it's very cute, but yet simplistic, and also really cool in its own little way. You don't really see anything like this. It seems like we don't get the traditional ghost look much anymore. At least in my opinion, something that kind of looks more like this with like the little spike tips at the tops of the heads. I thought that these little guys were incredible, and I love the little faces. I love the overall theme. It's really nice. And to give a better close-up, the Ghost Stories book is made out of like this, the inflatable fabric, but on the inside, it's like a more soft fabric. So I'm assuming that's for absorbing rain. Now, the overall fabric of the inflatable itself is actually really nice. It's pretty much the same quality that Gemmy produces for their smaller inflatables. Maybe a little cheaper, I would say, but it does the job and it gets it done. You can see the different LEDs. Now, you can't really see the changing LEDs in him, but it just went from green to blue in there. You could probably see it again here in a minute. And this guy is blue. And then the campfire lights up white, so it has that nice little flare to it. And you will also be able to see that once I show you all the nighttime theme, which looks really good at night. And I think these guys probably are going to fit pretty dang well in my display this year. I think I'm going to probably put them in my cemetery. I think it would be perfect for them, and I think it would look really good over there with the kind of cemetery theme, considering the fact that they are ghosts surrounding a campfire telling scary ghost stories. But anyways, you all, I thought I would just give you all a quick little overview of these guys. If you are interested, I would highly recommend you get these. This is actually really great. It's family friendly, but yet very simplistic and creative. So if you are a parent who doesn't want to scare your kid, this would be a really good inflatable for you to get. I think this is probably one of the better small ones that At Home made this year from Airflowz. So definitely worth getting and definitely worth picking up for this year for 2023. But anyways, you all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And I wanted to show you all of the features of these inflatables in the daytime and in the nighttime. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and turn off the lights and show you all what these guys look like at nighttime and in daytime.